Greetings everybody and welcome back to another brand new video. Today I finally give you guys my full review of Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. If you guys have been paying attention to my channel, you guys would have seen the final episode of my Pokemon Brilliant Diamond get released on the channel, episode 30. So as I said in one of my streams, I said that I would give my full review once I uploaded every video onto the channel. So if you guys have not seen my Pokemon Brilliant Diamond playthrough, I will link it in the description down below, or up top, or even on the screen at the end of the video. I know how to do that stuff, I just don't bother with it. But anyway, I'll do that if you guys have not seen it. So what are my thoughts on Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl? Are they as easy as people say they are? No. They're not easy games. They are pretty difficult. Not over the top, overwhelmingly difficult. If you guys saw my playthrough, I struggled to A, beat Barry, the first battle against Barry, and 2, I struggled to beat Rourke, even though I had Turtwig as my starter. But that's my own fault, because I didn't catch any Pokemon, because I was trying to make my team different, because normally everybody catches Starlies and Shinks at the start of their playthroughs. I was trying to be different and not use them. If you guys saw my playthrough, you knew who I was going for. But so there were quite a few battles I struggled with. I was very underleveled through most of it. But also, one of the other big key factors that I heard a lot of people talk about was the experience share, where the experience all was leveling up all your Pokemon and you could not turn it off. I know a lot of people were upset about that. I'm here to let you guys say that the experience all changes nothing. It takes a while for your Pokemon to level up off that thing. If your Pokemon leveled up more frequently, then I would understand it. The experience all changes nothing. The game is still pretty tough. So there are some tough battles at the start, like the Mars fight against Team Galactic's Mars in the first time you meet her at Valley Windworks. That's a pretty tough one. Saturn is pretty not Saturn. What's her name? Jupiter is pretty tough when the first time you meet her at Eterna. Basically, the game, if you played the version on Diamond and Pearl, if you played the DS version, that's basically what the game is. But they did add some new features to it, and we'll talk about some of the new features. The Underground. Now, the Underground was always a feature in the original, but the thing they added was underground areas where you could find some wild Pokemon. Like Pokemon you normally wouldn't catch, like Houndoom, Munchlax, Combee, Murkrow, Alakid, Magby, you know, just Houndoom, just Pokemon you normally couldn't catch. And my god, they help with your Pokédex. They help with your Pokédex so much, because there are some locations where some of these Pokemon are located, and some of their locations are just straight up dickish to do. Just straight up dickish. And so I recommend using the Underground quite a fair bit, especially if you want to gain some levels. And people have also said the Underground helps you with leveling up, which makes it easier. I completely disagree. By the time I got to the end of the game, I struggled to get my team up to a good level, just to even stand a chance against the Pokemon League. The gyms were a little bit difficult. Like I said, I lost to Rourke. I didn't lose to Gardenia. She wasn't too bad. And Maylene, losing to Maylene, I think I lost to her twice. I think I remember doing her twice and I lost to her twice. And that's when I had enough and I just did some grinding in the Underground. And again, it's my fault because I didn't have the right Pokemon. But again, I'm just telling you guys, I had a bit more of a difficult time with it. I didn't have a fire type on my team. If you guys saw my playthrough, I didn't have a fire type on my team. So I had to basically just level up my Grottle just to at least beat Lucario. Because the only fire types you can get is either the Fire Starter Chimchar, Ponyta, or you go down to the underground and you get Houndoom. Or if you're playing Shining Pearl, you can get Magby. That evolves into Magma. So, there's just not a lot of options for fire types. So Mei Ling can be pretty damn tough, especially with her Lucario. Flying type moves don't hurt, are not really super effective on Lucario. Lucario is only weak to ground and fire type moves, so you gotta have a ground or fire type. So because I had to evolve my Grottle into Torterra just to stand a chance against her, kinda tells you how difficult these games can be. So when I grinded, I didn't lose in quite some time. I lost again until I got to Candace. So my team was at a really good level. So she just beat me because I fell to I lost to RNG So yeah, so the games are not so the games can be quite difficult. I don't know why people think they're easy. The original Diamond and Pearl, in my opinion, are way more difficult than Platinum. Platinum's more well-balanced than Diamond and Pearl, but I digress. So, one of the other things they changed was, as you guys can hear, the music's in the background, Dialga and Palkia. For some reason, they made them way harder than normal. Which is something I really don't understand at all. Why did they make Dialga and Palkia more harder to catch? I lost to Dialga in my playthrough because it just wouldn't stay in the godforsaken Ultra Ball. So I don't know why they made Dialga way harder. But they did. They made him way harder to obtain. And my god, don't get me started on the Pokemon League. The Pokemon League is straight up difficult. The Elite Four were not too bad. They were not too bad when I did it. But my god, man, Cynthia, the highest level is level 66. Her Garchomp, level 66. And for those that complain about the experience share, I'd like to see people try and get a good team to beat Cynthia's Garchomp with, like, even if they had the feature to turn the experience share off, I can almost guarantee you the grinding in this game would take you way too long to grind up a team. Even with the experience all, you still have to grind, because my god, I had to do a lot of grinding to get my team to a good level. I only beat Cynthia because of pure luck! Pure luck! I beat Cynthia. I did not beat her because I out-strategied her. I beat her by dumb luck. All because her Garchomp killed Electabuzz, and Electabuzz was able to use its ability Static when he fainted. That was the only reason why I was able to beat Garchomp. I would have never been able to beat Cynthia without pure dumb luck. So this game is not easy at all. And more importantly, the gym leaders and the Elite Four and some of the main bosses, they've got bloody items. They've got bloody items that help their Pokemon. There's like a berry that weakens super effective moves. Cyrus gave me a heart attack in my battle with him when I thought he took my Electabuzz's item from me. Like, they made these games way more difficult than they normally were. Even, like, yeah, they gave them items, but just one item. They gave them Cetrus berries to help recover. They didn't give them Focus Sashes. They didn't have an Infonate with Iron Fist as its hidden ability. These games are way more difficult than you guys are just telling everybody. These games are way difficult than normal. I still had fun with them regardless, and the Raminus Park, as much as I like that idea, because obviously there's no Pal Park, because you can't do Pal Parking in this version, I did not like the tediousness on how to get them, because you had to go to the underground, you had to find these items called mysterious shards to get them. I was not a fan of this. I thought this was way too tedious. I found this way too damn tedious. So yeah, getting the Romanus Park legendaries were way too damn tedious. And one other thing I want to mention is that I hope this is going to be in the rest of the Pokemon games heading forward. Roaming legendaries were way easier to deal with. Because I had a Honchkrow on my team with Mean Look, just out of pure, because I needed it out of pure case. But when I watched a video from Austin John, he showed off a tactic where you could save in front of where the legendary is located, and if you fail to catch it with a quick ball, you can just reopen your save file, and it will be there, and it will stay there. It won't run away. Because in the previous games, because if you did this in the previous games, they would just leave the area. They would leave the area and they would go somewhere else in the previous games. And it's not like Sword and Shield's Crown Tundra with the Galarian birds like Zapdos, Moltres, Articuno, because they just go to one area. Like Zapdos goes to the wild area, Moltres goes to the Island of Armor, and Articuno goes to the Crown Tundra. Like that's completely different. That's completely different. So they're not really roaming. They just roam to a different area, and you just gotta go to that location. So yeah, so I hope that, so if they want to keep roaming legendaries, that needs to be a thing. Saving when you get to the legendary's location, because I absolutely hate roaming legendaries. They were way more easier and way more manageable to deal with in these games. So I applaud the game designers for doing that. Overall, guys, I enjoyed the game. If you're a fan of RPG, turn-based games, I recommend you picking this game up and giving it a try. Now, I know some of you may be wondering, what about Pokemon Legends Arceus? Am I going to be playing that game? I haven't got it yet. I'm not going to be playing it on the channel because I would rather play it in my own time, because I've been told how long the game is. So I'll still review it on the channel. But you just won't see any gameplay on this channel. Maybe I'll show off some gameplay if I feel like it. But overall, guys, I thought Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl were still fun games. I thought it was great to revisit the Sinnoh region. Very, very tricky game, and you got rematches as well. Like you can like the gym leaders rematch you, the Elite Four rematch you, and they have their Pokemon Platinum teams. They reference the Distortion World, but they don't have the Distortion World. You know, it's whatever. But overall, guys, I did enjoy the games. So I recommend picking them up if you are a fan of RPG turn-based games. Thank you all so much for joining me for this review of Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. Hit that thumbs up if you guys did enjoy. Comment your thoughts down below or your opinions, whatever you want to do. Hit that like button, subscribe, and I will see you all next time.